I come here, I knocked on your door, you said, don't come in here doing this, doing that, and the third.
I'm sorry, I was talking.
I just knocked on you. I heard you say camera. I heard you say camera. Excuse me. Can I ask you a question?
I have to go to the ladies' room. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to my meeting.
So I can't ask you a question?
I have something to
I need some information.
See your service coordinator.
He said see you.
Well, then he needs to let me know what it is, and I'll get back to you.
And your boss, Gordon Hoff, said see you.
Gordon Hoff, I spoke to him yesterday about you. So
Yeah,
whatever he told you to see about,
that's what I'm here for.
Whatever he spoke to you
about. That's what I'm here for.
And what is that, Mr. Lambert? Because I do have to get into this.
Because I talked to him, he said, well, have you talked to Donna? I said, I talked to Donna. He said, well, then I would talk to Donna.
He said to you, he'd get back to me about what you spoke to him about. Okay. And the bottom line is you spoke to him about your deliveries. Your doctor says he did not say you needed permission. He said you made a request to him. He's reiterating your request. I have the letter, and as Dr. Schwartz says, you make a request. He didn't say you have to, this request to be honored. He said it's your request.
So my request is not honored?
It's not honored. It's the, I spoke to Gloria James as you did. Because you spoke to EDHS when they were here. She told you the same thing.
My request,
what she said to
so
me.
basically my request is not honored.
We're not going to bend the rules. And Ms. James told you, called her and filed a complaint. She said she spoke to you and told you the rules, we're compliant with our rules. She said you told you this. And
so you would not acknowledge my disability is basically what you're saying.
According to your doctor, he didn't say that you couldn't get your deliveries. We asked you for something from your doctor saying you can't receive your deliveries. He didn't say that.
And I asked you, could you put that in the letter so I can give it to my doctor so my doctor will fully understand what you guys need?
All he has to do is give us something saying you can't receive your own deliveries and need them delivered to your door. That's all he has to say. He didn't say that. His letter says, Mr. Leverett makes a request.
As I said to you before, Donna, I explained to you, sometimes my words don't come out right.
I know that. Trust me, that's one thing I do know.
This is why I need a letter.
I called your doctor.
This is why I need.
But I called.
I understand. You said
and he wouldn't return my phone calls.
But it's 3 times. You said that.
Why would
why would he's the VA? He's the VA. This is government. It's the government. Government don't like to give out information over the phone. I'm doing my best to answer that while still saying if this agency, somebody could provide me a letter with exactly what it is, and I can take it to the VA and say this is what it is.
I'm not writing your letters.
Why can't you help me out?
Because I've helped you in telling you the policies. You went to my supervisor. I understand, and he said the same thing. You spoke to DHS, and they said they told you the same thing. We are honoring the policies in place. If you give us something saying you cannot move around and thereby need to be catered to, we can do that. But that's not what's happening. You haven't given us a doctor's note that says you can't receive your deliveries, and your doctor didn't say that.
That I can't receive my deliveries?
You're saying that you can't come downstairs to get your deliveries. We're saying to you, if you give us a doctor's note saying that, we need to recognize that. Your doctor's note doesn't say that. Your doctor's note says, Mr. Leverett requests that his deliveries that he not have his come receive his deliveries. That's your doctor's note, not mine. That's your note. That's what you gave to me. Okay, Miss James said she spoke to you, and she also said to you. So you
need a letter saying exactly what now?
That
I cannot move around
downstairs to pick up your deliveries.
That I cannot come downstairs
and pick up your deliveries. Because that's what you're saying. Yeah, we see you quite regularly moving in and out. We're glad to see that you are able to move in and out.
I'm quite doped up right now, and that's something that I do not want because I had to take a shot yesterday and go and get Percocets. I just came from the chiropractor, so I'm loaded with Percocets and chiropractic treatment right now.
Well, I'm sorry you're going through that. Although I know the feeling, but again, very clearly, your doctor's note did not say you cannot come and meet the delivery man or the mailman. That's not what it says. It says you made a request. And he's writing a note because you requested him to write a note on your request.
And so you guys' policy will override even UPS policy and the post office policies of deliveries.
I think the mailman said to you yesterday that in the building center.
I have it on film. You want to see what he says?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't.
Okay. So
that film is, as you're taping me now, against my wishes.
I'm not taping you.
I'm looking. Anyway.
Okay.
I need to go to the ladies' room, sir. So I've answered your question, hopefully.
Do you see a record light on? Do you see a record light on?
Mr. Leverett, one thing I don't care to do with you on a regular basis is debate. You want to be heard, but my concern is you never want to hear anybody else.
I want my disability to be acknowledged.
You know what? I want to be respected as I think you want to be respected. You're very comfortable in disrespecting.
I'm disrespecting you?
I think
I'm disrespecting you right now?
And not letting me get to the bathroom. I've answered your question. Now I need to go to the bathroom so I can go to a meeting.
Okay, yes, have a nice one. Okay, have a nice one.
You too.
You haven't helped solve my problem.
But if you did what I asked, instead of having a doctor tell me what you wanted, I already know what you want.
No, I went and I didn't tell him to write that. He wrote it the way he wanted to write it.
But then, okay.
When the doctor puts the pen in his hand, I cannot control that doctor.
Let me say something to you.
I did my best to explain to him.
Let me say something to you, Mr.
Yes,
Levin.
yes.
Okay, because one thing I do think you are is an intelligent man. Did you read that letter? Because if you read it while you were in his office, you said to him, Dr. Schwartz, this is not what I need. Please rectify this so they clearly understand what I'm saying to you. Because you can ask him to do that because he's your doctor. He works with you. His letter doesn't honor your request, doesn't honor what you're asking for. That's all I need. Something that says Mr. Levin is unable to come downstairs to receive his packages because he is disabled and unable to walk.
You already know I'm disabled.
I don't have documentation from your doctor. Recent, current documentation by your own admission.
That is recent documentation saying what my disability is on the top of the letter.
But it doesn't say you can't come downstairs. It doesn't say you can't get on the elevator and pick up your pizza. Because that's what this is all about, a pizza. Because you were comfortable and pick up your TV and taking that upstairs.
I know I wasn't comfortable.
But you did.
It put me out of commission for 3 days.
But you did. The delivery man could have went upstairs with you and taken it upstairs. You chose to carry it upstairs.
Nobody told me that. I'm saying it out there, like, how am I gonna get this up here? Walter said, you gotta take it upstairs. I told the actual UPS guy, come. Walter says he cannot go.
Miss Malloy, is that fact? If the tenant comes downstairs, if UPS is here and tenant comes downstairs, there's a package that's big, UPS can't take the package upstairs with the tenant?
No, they don't usually do that. They don't.
No, I'm asking because again, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
That's what happened that day.
I'm saying if it's a big package, that would have a problem. UPS took it up because they had the hand truck. That wouldn't have been. But again, that's case by case as well.
Right.
Okay, but then we're not aware that's after the fact. Because in that regard, you could have said, you know what? Let me speak to somebody above you, Walter, because I'm not comfortable with the decision.
A lot of this is
Carol not going to take care of that.
A lot of this was what could have happened. Okay?
I mean, your hindsight is always 20/20.
And y'all expect me to be able to think fast and do all these other kind of things when I'm in pain and medicated.
You're right.
Come on,
you're
man.
right, because you know what? I think of you as someone. I do think.
Like even right now, like I said, I'm on Percocets. Doctor said, don't drive, don't lift nothing heavy.
No,
Didn't give me a note for this effect. Because they already know. This is what happened when I go to the VA. They say, Ms. Levitt, are you working? I'm like, no. So you don't need a letter. So you don't need a letter.
In 30 seconds, you can be standing something I don't think you want to stand in.
Okay.
Can I please? Excuse me. Thank you.
Human Rights Administration.